cool.
I'm gonna go ahead and just start recording. Just
Thomas
case.
is like 3 months away from a full year of no wheeling.
Oh wow.
Yeah, man.
No.
It was November, right? November of last year.
Dang, dude.
Yeah,
I can do that. I would lose my mind. That's like my therapy right there.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, pretty much.
We went to
Alabama.
Alabama. Yeah, I was gonna say s'mores.
No, we were at Windrock in November. Alabama was October.
Oh, okay.
Nice. So how's Windrock, man? I had RC hit me up and kind of gave me the lowdown that he was headed there, and I was like, man, that's probably a place that we should stop and check out.
No, you definitely should. It's good. It's good.
Really?
It's have you wheeled East Coast before?
No, not at all. We've to be honest with you, we've done pretty much Texas stuff, some Oklahoma and Utah. That's honestly about as much as we've ventured out, to be honest.
So
it's a good thing you're putting in a new big motor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all skinny pedal here.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, but it's skinny pedal with precision.
There you go.
So, yeah.
I'll try to crawl, but sometimes it just don't happen.
Big rocks, big trees, moss, mud.
That sounds like fun. I heard when you kind of go out towards like the East Coast side of things, it starts to kind of get into more of like canopy wheeling. You're underneath the trees and and the coverage is definitely different than what it is here in Texas. I mean, dude, it's all out in the middle of nowhere, no trees, all the heat in the world, and no water to be found.
You can't put your camera up on your light bar because it's going to get knocked down.
Oh, really?
Especially as tall as yours is.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think there's a fighting argument with that. I think Brian's is taller.
Is it?
I don't know, man. We're just gonna have to throw some tape measures down and find out.
wait until mine gets finished.
Yeah, dang right, man. I need somebody to come in and kind of be the peacekeeper, if you will.
And I'll be on 42s.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm ready. I'm ready to see your rig out there.
Tallest guy in the front to clear out the trees for everybody else behind him.
Yeah. I asked, what is the upgrades? What you doing?
Yeah, what am I not doing?
Is that right?
Well, I'm doing the rock crawlers Rockzilla kit like what Sean did.
Yeah, for sure.
But instead of going the more sophisticated or not so sophisticated route, the more conservative route like Sean did, and we'll just throw the rock crawler shocks on there and not really have to change anything. Now my dumbass wants to do ADS 3Os.
Oh, okay,
right on.
So you're gonna love it once you have them, though.
Oh, I know. I've been eyeballing those shocks for the last 3 years.
Right.
So, and then they're pretty penny.
Completely refab everything. So
yeah.
The bed should be on Friday.
Really?
The bed should be on by Friday.
Oh, right on.
Right on.
My 4 months of waiting's was 3 months of it was shipping.
Yeah, waiting for fusion.
Manufacturing, shipping for 2 axles.
Yeah. Yeah, mine was waiting from pretty much October, November, till almost March by the time we got the stuff from Rock Crawler.
Really?
Well, I feel like their stuff was all pre-production too, though, so they hadn't even released it yet. So
I feel like a lot of stuff is running behind, man. I waited for Artec for quite a while. We had Sky's rig kind of starting to get in the process of getting parts in, starting to build it slowly. And, we've been waiting on Artec, for 3 months, probably pretty close to it. Just everybody's running behind right now.
Yeah.
I feel like for sure.
Yeah. Well, hell, Sean had to wait, I think almost 7-8 months before he got his axles from East Coast.
Wow.
Sounds about right, man.
No, that sounds like twice as long.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he got his like massively pre-production stuff from Rock Crawler, so they still didn't even have all the axle stuff for East Coast, so they were waiting for all that stuff supposedly. Yeah. But yeah, he didn't get his. I think he got all his Rock Crawler stuff in like March or I think April, May. I think he said, and he didn't get his axles till December.
Oh, no kidding. That's a long time.
Yeah, it was like November, December when he finally got his axles in.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's a long time to go without. I'm over here, I've been down for, here's the thing, man, is it's how I went down, how everything happened is just embarrassing. I wish I had a cool story to say like, hey man,
hey, it's not too late. You still could have one.
You could.
All right. So what was happening is I was going up like a straight vertical cliff, probably about a 12-footer, and I just decided
90-degree rock.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
man.
started smoking, you didn't have time to turn it off, and you're like, screw this.
Yeah.
I'm just
no, exactly. Yeah, I was just, I was skinny pedaling, dude, foot to the floor, thing wasn't going anywhere, and then, it happened. Sent a rod this way and that way.
No, he's passing a Prius.
Yeah, I was passing. That's pretty much what happened. I got in a passing lane so going back and forth to work, it's literally just a 2-lane road for straight 20 miles, and this guy right here can vouch for this. It takes one person to hold up about 20 vehicles at least, and we're
one tractor
fast down here. Huh?
One tractor where we do it.
Right? Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much how this road works, and I finally had my chance, and so my rig's supercharger was supercharged. Well, I built up a little bit of boost, not a whole lot. I've gotten in it way harder than that. Go to pass it, and it just shuts down completely. No power, no nothing. I have my oldest with me, Brantley, and me and him just kind of look at each other, freaking out. We're like, "Oh my gosh, dude!" And I was able to limp it home and get there, and the rest is kind of history. I started checking stuff, pulled plugs, ignition coils. I mean, you name it. Pulled the number 5 cylinder, and it was just full of antifreeze. So head gasket went out, and dude, the intake cams on these 3.6 liters are ridiculous. So I'm not the only victim to this. So my brothers have gone through an intake cam. My other 392 I have just ate it through an intake, probably. I don't know. I'd have to still tear it down. But, man, these things, they're just –
I went through a cam.
Yeah, I was going to say, Thomas went through one too, didn't you?
Man, they're – it's like,
around 80,000
David.
See, mine was 80,000 too, on the money. Seriously, I had 81,000.
Do a backdrop showing.
Yeah, you could. Good.
Well, Sylvia's only at like 60,000 miles.
Why would you fucking say that?
I didn't say it. I didn't say it.
What?
Justin, you're the one that's gonna have to fix it. So you probably ought to shut up, sir.
It's hers is the e-torque also.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I was talking with Rip Superchargers about it too, and they were like, "Yeah, man, just the oiling systems that are on these Pentastars and the Mopars themselves, they're just not up to speed. I mean, they're really not. It's everybody knows, 3.6 liter. It's not the matter of if, it's when, right? And I'm like,
right.
We're already putting a lot of money into our rigs to begin with, just for eventually that this is going to happen. And it's
and it's not a cheap
humbling.
fix.
I will say that. Very
It's
humbling.
definitely not a cheap fix.
No.
Well, I've told you guys stories about how I'll be in traffic and I'll hear something ticking and I immediately think it's me. Like immediately. Oh, yeah. I'm like, oh my God, that's a 3.6 tick. Thankfully, it has not been. But every time.
Also, though, too, it does the valve. The valve.
They're noisy anyway. Yeah.
The valves are noisy, so it's like, is that the valve or is that the cam?
Mm-hmm.
Valve cam.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Quieted down after it finally warmed up. Okay, we're good.
Mm-hmm.
That and the dry startup issue they have.
Yeah.
Always ticking really loud.
Yep.
Hey, someone needs to put a zip tie on Sylvia's drive line.
On mine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you hear that ticking, you ever heard it?
Oh, yeah. I'm like, what? What's wrong with it? Yeah. So
I've seen a video of somebody putting a whistle on it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be hilarious. That's gonna be something I'm gonna do to you one day, just to do it.
They zip tie the harmonica on the tie rod or something, and then you just
yeah. That's what it was. Is the harmonica.
That'd be epic.
Going down the road and it's playing a tune.
You're like, what is that noise?
Pulling in the muffler.
And then you stop and you're like, it goes away. I don't know what's going on. What is this?
So here's the thing. This is the cat that I'm dealing with. So now that picture is in your head, when I do the first startup on my Gladiator, I'm not going to have you anywhere near it. So if you touch it with a wrench, you sit there, start tapping with it, I'm going to cry.
I'll call it in.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm going to cry. I'm gonna sit there and just
everybody
up
go away. I'm gonna
call
just
it a day.
auto stop this thing.
yeah. I'm just gonna do it over here and stay right here.
So Thomas, you should
Yes, sir.
probably introduce our new friends because
Oh,
people
yeah.
have no clue who these people are. Where is Stacy? We need to keep you on your.
Stacy's in the clink.
Stacy hasn't texted me back, so Stacy maybe
Stacy's in
apparently.
jail.
I'm going to go ahead and start the rumor now. Stacy's probably incarcerated after the City Hall town meeting. If anybody is following and seeing her Facebook post, that's where she's
got snacks. Did she bring snacks?
You should have been home about 40.
Man.
I don't know if you're allowed to bring snacks into jail if you have them with you.
Dude, we have Jeeps. We have no bail money. There's no bail money.
Right.
That's true. We can go rob a bank. I was thinking about it anyways.
I definitely don't have bail money. I am broke. I am now broke. ADS
I'm so broke, but
cheap.
look at my really cool Jeep.
You had to go to Patrick's shop and pull a couple off. You're like, I don't have money, but I have these.
I have these. So go ahead and introduce yourselves. Who are y'all?
All right, man. So I'm Brodie. I have a 2021 JT Gladiator, and it's got some performance stuff done to it, if you will. I don't even know if you consider that anymore after I get done banging them off of rocks a few times. They're pretty much not noticeable what they are anymore.
About to have a performance cam in there too, yeah?
Yeah, we did a little bit of something in there, but we'll get to that. Can't give away all the good stuff right off the bat, man.
Right.
Not after trying to pass the Prius.
Yeah. Can we edit that part out of here?
And say you were chasing down like a Charger or something.
Yeah.
Like a Lambo.
You were racing a
Ferrari.
And you had the jump on them.
Yep. It was a done deal too.
If it was a Hellcat, you would hear it ticking too, right?
Yeah, I was about to say I was towing the Hellcat, to be honest with you. But Jason, go ahead, man.
Jason, I have a 2017 JKU stock from for the majority of the part. Just got done putting Fusion 14 bolt shaved in the rear and a Dana 60 Kingpin in the front.
Nice.
So far, so good. PSC, RAM, all that stuff on the front has been doing really well. Knock on wood. I have mine. I guess, I don't know how many miles it was. I did replace both heads on it. They started getting the bubbling in the radiator. Did a test on it. Sure enough, gas exhaust inside the radiator. That was fun.
I just heard the door unlock.
What's that?
I just heard the door unlock.
Oh,
I just heard my door unlock.
Was it Dominic?
Maybe either that's a crackhead from across the street.
Yeah,
somebody
man. Never know.
Too soon.
Nope, that wasn't her. That was just my mom.
That's your mom.
False alarm.
Hi,
It was
Mom.
just my mom.
Oh, snap.
She's so in jail.
Where's Stacy? I don't know.
Definitely. I have money for sure.
Yeah.
I got a
I'll say
couple
she's
bucks.
in there.
Hey, if we put our money together, we'll get her.
What's the over under on this bet right now?
Yeah, for sure. See, I like your style, Dustin. I do.
Yeah.
I'm down for some gamble. I'm down to
All right.
gamble.
I'm kind of excited because I've never been to jail, so I have so many questions if she does go. Like, did she act like a crazy person?
I'm not saying I'm a saint. I don't know
leave
what
her
you're
alone?
talking about.
Yeah. Oh, I have a theory. If I ever go to jail, I'm going to take off all of my clothes immediately, make a debt, and look like an absolute crazy person. That way they stay away from me. Otherwise, I'm going to have to fight. Fight a lot.
You mean you're going to take off all your jumpsuit? Because they already take your clothes away from you.
And rip it, make it like a little nest, and just start throwing things, acting all crazy eyes. I've watched Orange is the New Black. Nobody messes with Crazy Eyes.
Yeah, see? Simple enough. You just gotta prove to everybody you're crazier than them. That's all you have.
Right,
Yeah.
And then I
Either that or
like
just go
jail.
punch the biggest person that's in there.
Yeah. That too.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Poor Stacy.
So what do y'all do? What's going on?
What's not going on, man?
I know. Didn't you just start something up that's pretty cool?
Yeah, so I will be I'm gonna let you present it, and then I'm gonna fill in the depth of it, if you will. So we're gonna explain a little bit of OSC, right?
The name.
Yeah, so this is the name, guy. I'm taking absolutely zero credit for this stuff starting up. Period. This is all because of this cat right here. So I'll let him do that, and then I'll just fill in what I did with it, if you will.
So OSC came from whenever I first bought my Jeep, it was black. And everybody was concerned, like, what are you going to do if you dent? Well, at first they asked me what I got it for, and I was like, I want to go off-roading with it. Intentionally bought it to go, bang it up a little bit. And they're like, aren't you afraid to dent it or scratch it? And excuse me, my comment was always, it just gets me one step closer to where I want to be, or every scratch gets me one step closer to where I want to be. And they're like, well, where do you want to be? And I'm like, I don't want to give a crap about scratches anymore. And then what that means basically is, going out there, have fun, and don't let the scratches ruin your time. And every time you get the first one, the second one, eventually you quit counting them.
Yeah, you quit caring. And so
memory scars.
Yeah, 100%. And so he's done a good job. So that story used to be a rated R version, and he dumbed it down a little bit.
We're rated R podcast. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
We also, when we were on the trail, and every time somebody would, get a little close to something, we've gone through. We took all of our rigs down the UTV trail. My fault.
Yeah.
And so when we got to the other side, we all had really good pinstriping and everything. But we turn around, look at each other,
all
and say,
been there.
Step closer.
There wasn't a scratch on my Jeep, dude. It was beautiful, right? It was beautiful. And seriously, from that moment forward, it was like I was one step closer, not giving shit.
He got all 1,000 of them the first day.
Oh, dude, yeah, he broke me in good. It was
like
nighttime. Yeah, it was nighttime.
Like
we're in the middle of a trail, and dude, I mean, we have nothing but evergreen trees that just scratching the crap down the side of the Jeep, and I was like in tears, man. And then it just finally, it was like I got out, and it was like that, and I was like, you know what? It is.
That's why you need to get your 4x4 action shield.
Yeah, protect yourself.
It definitely got worse.
Yeah, 2 for 15.
Yep.
Shameless plug.
What color is your Jeep?
So it's like the granite crystal gray. It's not the Nardo gray, but it's like the more metallic-y.
Yeah, that shows the scratches bad too.
Yeah, to be honest, more impressed with the seats.
Yeah,
I want the seats.
I know, man. The red looks pretty good, dude. Honestly, I've been eyeballing
the red leather.
And man, I'm thinking about going to the tan setup eventually. Maybe, I don't know. The red theme's really kind of hitting it off with me right now. Of course,
we've already had that discussion.
I know, man.
Thomas, I love you for some black ones.
my saddle. I love my saddle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sylvia's came with the saddle interior, and it has the silver dash instead of the black.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would have bought a Rubicon if I couldn't find one that didn't have red.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of embraced the red. I'm not gonna lie. Was I going that direction with it? Not really, but I found my wheels and all that stuff, and I was like, you know what? I guess this is the personality of this rig. So I kind of just, took it that direction. I'm not gonna sit here and say that it's not gonna go a different direction eventually, but right now I'm rocking it out. It's our colors. Yeah. OSC is the red, white, and black. So we kind of just, it's a good little trademark for the old shop, if you will. So I guess going back to the original question. So what I did with OSC is I wanted to have kind of like a headquarters, if you will. So beforehand, I was a motorcycle mechanic. I've been doing that for the past 5 years. I ran a business called Keps Performance here in Cedar Park and like the Lago area. And so I'm not necessarily saying that I wanted to get into the Jeep world, because I really don't. Here's the reason why, is because I enjoy it still. Now, I come from I'm an old school motocross racer. I grew up racing dirt bikes, ended up, going as far as I could with it, got hurt, had some kiddos, had to stop, right? So had to stop, and then got in the whole Jeep game because of this guy and my wife. And honestly, I've been hooked ever since. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, yes, we're working on Jeeps, but I'm trying to kind of venture off that path, if you will, because, man, I have a shop full of side-by-sides, bikes all over the place. And honestly, it's just me right now. I actually have a new guy starting up on Tuesday, but we got a shop here in Marble Falls. It's kicking some ass, to be honest with you. It's doing really well. And
nice.
It was a very nerve-wracking move to begin with, for sure. And to be honest with you, I was all about just being able to have a shop that me and this guy could work on our Jeeps in. I was like, dude, let's go get a bigger shop, this and that and the other. And I was like, yeah, that's what we can do.
Air conditioning. Man.
Yeah, AC, man.
Oh yeah,
it's
a game
way
changer right
it's way
there.
nicer than any of the other setups I've had, and it's worked out great, to be honest, and hopefully it stays that way. We're still going through some growing pains. I've always kind of been used to being a one-man show in here, and even having this guy in here just while he's been up here working on his Jeep, him helping just hop in on something like, hey, can you come help me do this? Just having him here has been a huge relief. You know what I mean? So when that new cat starts, it's gonna hopefully get a little bit smoother, if you will. It was a major gamble, a major leap, but just like anything else, you kind of hit it, as hard as you can, and hopefully make something of it. And that's kind of what we're doing.
Sweet.
Well, it's a cool place, and it's in a great location too. It's 5 minutes from the local park.
Yeah, so we're like 5 minutes down from Hidden Falls, so it draws some attention, so it's kind of doing its thing.
Yeah, and being close like that too. If anybody's out on the trails and something happens, boom, you're right there.
Yeah, so we actually went and did a recovery about 2 weekends ago, man, and he was kind of putting his rig together still. I was running 90-0, trying to get other stuff situated out with a few clients, and this cat, he ends up calling me around like, let's say 4 o'clock. And
it's at the end of the day, Saturday.
Yeah, it was at the end of the day on a Saturday. So I was like, Jason was like, dude, just go check it out. So I go out there, I check it out. And this cat, I mean, he hit. So I'm trying to paint you a picture here. It's a red Gladiator, stock axles. It was a Rubicon. It had 37s on it, and that was pretty much it. It had a Synergy tie rod bar on it. This dude was on a trail that he shouldn't have been on, period. Yeah. And I guess he heard a pop and just kept going, and he ended up yanking his whole knuckle out, pulled the ball joints out of the sea, just completely obliterated his front axle. Yeah, so he's actually ended up having to get a new axle because of it. But honestly,
a U-joint and then it just separated everything else.
Yeah, it shattered that U-joint, man.
Yeah. And then it separated that. Of course, spinning with RPMs is separated.
Oh, yeah.
So
after I kind of broke it, then kept going.
So I kind of prepped us for the worst, right? I told Jason, I was like, dude, this is probably going to be a task. You know what I mean? And we're not necessarily a recovery kind of shop or anything like that. But, we got the call, and I was like, it's worth going to check out. You know what I mean? It gave me an excuse to go out to the park, So
and a Gladiator's big to recover.
Oh,
the haul is a big ass back, Tommy.
Yeah, definitely.
Saying that whenever you ask me to haul your stuff, when I get your stuff in the back of my Jeep.
Yeah. So we ended up getting done with that trail side fix. We fixed it right then and there where it was pitched up, everything binded up in this trail. Ended up taking us 3 hours from the time that we left the shop to get back to the shop. So it actually went pretty smoothly, I'd say. Yeah, and honestly, man, it was on a Sunday, so you got to kind of price it accordingly. We're closed on Sundays, and we made some pretty decent coin from it, and that's kind of when me and him were like, we got to make a wrecker truck. Yeah, we started to dive down that realm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We started looking at square body Chevrolets. Yeah, simply put something together.
Small Chevy.
Everybody wants 45,000.
Get you a tow mater.
Yeah, man.
Basically, that very thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun. It was fun. I would like to say it was fun.
Yeah,
I had fun.
I want to do it again, especially getting paid to go wheel.
Yeah. See, that was the coolest part.
You know, we making that money at least
for free. Yeah, man. We got to get in the park for free, which I was like, all right, I can do this all day. Next time, hopefully my Gladiator's up and moving, and I can just say, yeah, I'm gonna go get them, and then I'm gonna hit this trail and hit this trail.
I was trying to find them. I don't know where they're at.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm lost.
The good thing too is that park isn't known for actually spitting off people's names. If you were in the past, we've actually broke down there before too, and they're like, hey, you got a record service? And like, hey, just call whoever.
Yeah.
This place actually called Brodie for a reference for get them out.
Yeah, which I thought was cool, man. Like just the recognition, and see, that's the thing about Hidden Falls specifically, man. They know that's our go-to park. We were there for a year to year and a half. We were out there almost every weekend doing our thing, man. And then they kind of just made us feel at home when we moved into the new shop. They were like, hey, y'all are 5 minutes down the road. Y'all scratch our backs, scratch yours, kind of thing. And I thought that was pretty cool, man. It just shows you that there's no industry, beef, if you will, in that situation, which I thought was super cool, man. Because honestly, down here in Texas, man, I feel like there's quite a bit of it, to be honest. And that's one thing I was like, I'm not getting.
It's everywhere.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not getting in it, man. That's not the reason why we started any of this. anytime you see us on the trail, we're more of the go along to get along guys. We always try to enjoy everybody's company. There's not necessarily that we just, go out and start mean mugging people for no reason. We're pretty happy go lucky dudes, and we're just there to have a good time, man. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what we're out there to do.
I mean, I mean mug, but it's just my face.
Yeah, I have a resting bitch face too. I do. I'm not gonna lie. I look like I'm pissed off all the time.
all the time I look angry.
Yep.
We hit it off really well. So I mean,
dude, I had a great time with you guys.
Yeah, we had a blast.
That's our normal ride. That's the way we go.
Yeah.
Stacey had fun riding with y'all. She definitely had fun.
Yeah, man. The only digger from that weekend was yanking that control arm bracket off. So I just put this stuff on, man, and Artec claims that it's a bolt-on kit. It's so I did the 3-link long arm up front. I'm still mid-arm in the back, and there's reasons for it. I will say that. I'm going to probably stay mid-arm for a little while in the back. So I put this kit on, didn't necessarily do a shakedown run. That was my shakedown run. And so we get out there within the first 5 minutes of me being on the trail. I break a brake line. That's messed up. My locker was messed up.
It was all because of the main problem.
Yeah. So all that messed up. And I was like, this is so it was for the off-road and chill event, right? And I was like, oh, dude, I know he was pumped about getting out there with Marlon and Luna and checking out all those guys. This cat right here lives and breathes on YouTube, man. He's watched all these guys build for so long. And, I think you were stoked to kind of get out there and kind of just.
It was as cool to see it because I spent a lot of YouTube time mainly for learning how to do this and that, plus watching people 100%. Wheel the trails where I want to go. And see how they, I like watching built rigs do it, but I also like to see the underdogs do it and survive.
Yeah,
because that'll teach you a lot. The whole range between the two works out really well.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, so that whole day kind of, I thought it was going to go sour as could be.
Well, what's the name of that trail? I can't remember.
It was
Playground,
Finley's Playground.
Yeah,
it's the first one.
It was pretty much the first trail we got to.
Yeah, man. So I get up on there, and here's the thing, man, is I'm a motocross rider, right? You got to get in where you fit in. And I'm like, I'm in a big old Gladiator, on 44-inch tires. And I'm like, all right, I have to make sure that, I come to hang, right? And dude, not even going up the first trail, it's already breaking. I was like, oh my gosh, went to shit in a handbag real quick. And, so we got up to the top, made it up, and then we look underneath there, and my diff is just completely rolled back, and this mount is just crushed up, this and that and the other. And we thought we were done. But so happened, this guy over here, man, he is a brainiac when it comes to just fabricating, engineering, anything. Like, I'm serious. If I have an idea and I lay it down on his lap, he's like, oh, dude, he takes it from this point way to this point quick, and I think that's awesome, to be honest with you.
You're the concept, and he finishes it.
Yeah, man, 100%. And to be honest, I think we're a pretty good duo, dude. I really do.
For sure.
I think we work well with each other, man. And he was underneath there. I found the verdict of kind of what we were gonna do, and this dude was like underneath there, welding stuff up, burning this bracket in, making it work, getting it straight again. And
so is that what happened? The bracket just
the bracket just gave up, man.
It folded right in the center.
Yeah, quarter-inch piece of steel just peeled off the frame like it was nothing.
They only had one.
What did Artec say? What did Artec say about it?
To be honest with you, I never brought it up to him. Here's the thing is me and him even honestly looked at it to begin with, and we're like, that's kind of iffy. So it just goes to show maybe I should have said something like, hey, just FYI, guys, your stuff is not bolt-on. You need to clarify that you have to burn in this bracket regardless. Yeah. You know what I mean? Which
you definitely go to that product and give it its due, so everybody else that goes and does it doesn't do the same thing.
I would. You don't have to be a dick about it, but I would just say, like, yeah, you can bolt it on, but if you want it to work, then you need to weld it.
Here's the thing, too, is not a lot of these companies, I think some of these companies, not all of them, but they don't really go put their stuff through the motion like what we would, right? And so, it's just relaying some stuff back to them saying, hey, just letting you guys know this needs to be like this, etc. But also at the same time is kind of accountability thing, man. I feel like there's some great companies out there. I'm not sitting here, throwing shade at anybody. There's a lot of guys that stand by their product, especially in this industry. And then there's some guys that are like, yo, dude, yeah, and it's one of those things, man. We kind of went through that with you on your axles with Fusion. Just the communication was just a little bit rough, but it got worked out. You're rolling again, man. So
it did.
it happens, dude. That's the thing is, you know,
I learned from it too to know that if I'm going to be getting axles, that if you're not going to the people that are stockpiling them in their warehouse, if you're not one of those folks, you're not going to get them. You know, you're looking at 10 weeks.
It's all about human error, right? You know, we're all human. We make mistakes. We, you know, stuff this and that and the other. It's just the way the beast is, you know. So,
but they look awesome.
Yeah. Your rig does look good,
and also too, a lot of there's realistically those that are buying quote unquote kits or suspension systems from companies, getting the whole thing and putting together. It's realistically a very, very small group that actually take it through its paces and accelerate, like what Sylvia and I do. I know Sylvia with Metal Cloak, they were running into some issues when they first got theirs, and then found out what the issue was, and then Metal Cloak helped them out and got what they needed. Basically, the 5.5 inch spring on the mid arm is a no-go. You need a long arm.
They won't sell it like that anymore.
Yeah,
really.
And then
because they said that so many people like just kind of, I pushed my shit. And so a lot of people that have the 5.5 inch, because so many people, including my husband, thinks that I should not wheel with a 5.5 inch spring because you're supposed to be lower. I don't care. And I do just fine the way that I am.
I think I'm going to have to sit with Sylvia on this one, boys. I really am. Because when y'all see my Gladiator, it is not the shortest thing you've ever seen in the world.
No, I plan on making me wider.
Running that big of a tire, like you really can't be a whole lot shorter.
But anyway, you can't run that spring with the mid arm. It has to be a long arm.
Well, if you're just driving on the street and you don't care, but I wanted to hit 1,000. So,
I mean, even Will, our contact from Metal Cloak, like he was 4.5 for the longest time. He's like, I'm never ever going. And then just last week, he texted her. He's like, "Oh, so I'm going 42s to the 5.5 inch lift now." And she's like, "What? Like you told me you'd never go 5.5 inch spring."
It's an addiction, man.
Never say never, right? Never say never.
It convinced me to go down to a 4.5.
Yeah, you know, I never in a million years thought I was going to be on 44-inch tires, man. But here I am.
I would be.
It was one of those ideologies. Yeah, you're always going to be chasing it, you know. And I never thought this dude was going to see 42s, and you're sitting on 42s now, man.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah,
I just have to slowly go up. Like that's how I convinced Dustin. I went like 38s instead of 37.
Sneak it in there.
Then I was super close to 40.
It was only like 1 inch more, so it's not that big a deal.
It's only half an inch, really. It's a half an inch all the way around.
Just an inch.
And then, and then he says 42 now, but I bet I can get a 43 out of him.
Oh.
If you got to cut enough for 42s, you might as well cut enough for 45.
Yeah.
In doing this,
and she went from 43s to 45s.
Yeah, right. Just like that. She just snuck that in there. If anybody else didn't notice.
I didn't say no. You didn't say no.
It's like when I bought my Gladiator in 21. It's a 2020. I bought in 21 with 4,700 miles on it. It had the Mopar's upgraded lift on it from the factory that you could get, or from Mopar itself, from the dealership. It was on 35s, had a bumper winch, and I'm like, oh, I'm good. Till I did my first off-road trip. A year later, and I was like, nope. Went to
I was the same with her. I'll never forget in her old Jeep. She just bought the 2018 JL, and then we put a 2.5 inch Rubicon Express lift on it, and then she went and we got 35-inch all-terrains. She's like, I'm never ever gonna want to go bigger than this. Like this is perfect. And then we take it on one off-road trip, and she's like, okay, now I need tons and axles and 40s and.
It's just on the way home from a wheeling trip. I was Jeep shopping. I went the next day and bought one.
Rightfully so.
I'm on my fourth. I'm actually technically on my fourth lift where I'm at now.
That sounds familiar over here too, man. I chased a lift for the longest time. I think we had my suspension taken off probably at least a good 5 to 6 times until we finally just said, dude, you need to go to coilover so we can just, make this a little bit easier. So
we got a spring farm going on.
We definitely do. A spring graveyard. So the reason
you do is you make.
You got out of jail.
You're not in jail, dude.
Your mama.
She got out of jail.
Thomas's mom bailed you out?
Got bailed, man.
She would.
She would.
We are
What a
over here
mess.
trying to get a game plan together. What we're gonna have to do to get you out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well,
was painting my
So the
toenails,
rumor Stacy got incarcerated.
painting my toenails in case I had to
Okay.
show my feet.
oh my gosh. 2 hours of my life I
Oh,
can't get back.
Hey, man.
It's a different direction.
Hey, I'm telling you, if it ever came down to it, and I know we're on a podcast and all, but this is just who I am. I will sell $5 butthole pics. So that means that my butt get put back together quickly. Okay.
They can't
That's
see your
right.
face,
That's
so
right.
whatever.
If it works, it works. It's $5.
$5?
You can
Wow.
AI yourself onto like a hotter body and be naked. I'm like, well, hell, let's do that.
Hold on. What's your Venmo?
Hold on, I'll get you.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So
I heard
Stacey,
you had an eventful day, Stacy.
It's been eventful several days, like several
I
days.
feel
There's
you.
a can
I
of
feel
worms
you.
I should never have opened on social media, because I'm a very reasonable person, and I can like talk to somebody and not like I was just talking to the owners of the house across the street, which are very nice people. I don't agree with it being in our neighborhood, and I don't agree with them buying 2 more homes in our neighborhood for this reason. I do believe that those people have a right to live somewhere, just not across from me. But I'm the only one there that did not get emotional. I'll put it that way. Maybe
Yeah.
I got a little emotional, but nothing I said was emotional. The whole situation.
Rightfully so. I get it. Trust me. I live in Lago Vista, and I don't have the greatest neighbor in the world, so I totally
Oh my God.
understand your.
That's putting it mildly.
Yeah, that's very mildly. Like there's a reason why we're about to be putting that house on the market and getting out of Lago in general. I will tell you that it's been a nightmare for us too. So I get
Just
it.
move into the shop. It'll be fine.
Dude.
No,
you know,
make that house a halfway house and then
yeah. See, that's what I could do.
Yeah, there you
That's what I
go.
could do.
Yeah.
It makes
So
sense.
you
now.
can charge. You could put 16, 14, 16, 20 something people in a
2,000 square foot house.
2,000 square foot
Yeah.
house, charge them $160 a week and profit a lot of money. Just saying.
Babe, I have an idea.
I was gonna say we're gonna have an extra bedroom.
I
in
was
our
gonna say
cellar.
we got 2 extra bedrooms upstairs. What the hell are we doing?
Yeah, no kidding, man.
And you don't
Yeah.
have to tell anybody it's there. Just the city officials that apparently didn't even know about
You
it.
got to
but
pay
that's
for
the
Jeep
point.
parts somehow. You know.
That's
I
right.
know. It's a lot of Jeep parts.
Yeah.
So we may sell our house and just rent our house out to this sober living house, you know.
Yeah, there you
Why
go.
not?
There you go.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
But we'll just live in an RV
That's
and
right.
travel the
You
country.
can be the house mom. Just
See,
saying.
that's honestly what me and her were talking about. You know, we used to live out of a fifth wheel when we first got together, and we made it work. And you know,
Yeah.
we're kind of getting a little bit more picky and bougie. The next house that we get into, when I say bougie and picky, I want it on the lake. I want a couple acres. Of course, I'm asking a lot, right? So I was like, yeah,
Right.
it's going to take a while to find it and a lot of dinero to make it happen. So I
Make
was like,
sure
hey,
you have no immediate neighbors. So, because
yes.
what I found out tonight is these halfway houses, recovery homes are protected by law. There's nothing we can do about it, and they can go anywhere they want
Really?
because they are protected.
I like the data centers.
Yeah, no kidding.
Do they use
Yeah.
as much water?
Yeah, they sit there. And
They
at
use
the
more water
water
than I
faucet all day
do.
long.
So,
Well, if there's 15 living over there, definitely use more
I
water
think
than
you
we
put water in
Yeah.
the spoon before you light it, right? You put water in the spoon.
yes.
Oh, maybe.
Gotta boil the crack out of it.
Yeah. You never know, man. You never know.
The only thing I heard these things, all they gotta do is pass a urine test, and that's how they stay out and stay in these homes.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yesterday, last night, they had to escort one of the people.
So it was the guy that came on with his parents, and his parents actually called which we didn't know lived there. They have a house person that stays there, regulates it 24/7, actually called when they left and said, hey, he's been drinking. So the parents actually told on their son that they just dropped off, and now he's back in detox.
JoJo.
Yeah. No, they can't take him to jail because he wasn't
Oh,
causing any issues, but he cannot be in the house if you're drinking or doing drugs or if you cause any crime currently.
so he wasn't drinking the water.
I was about to say, yeah.
No, definitely wasn't drinking the water.
Or the
So, but
Kool-Aid.
I'm just
Already
saying that these
better-
guys are all on
Parole.
Yeah, all on
Probation.
probation. Or
They have
yeah.
some that are on probation, and they have some that are on parole, that are out on parole. They have some straight out of rehab, like straight out.
Is it all just drug people though, or you got some like
it's all of it
and shit? Because that might have to go.
Unfortunately, if it was just they were incarcerated for stealing or theft or murder or whatever.
I don't think pedophiles get to go to a halfway house. I don't know how that works.
I have some opinions on some pedophiles. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
No, I got lots of opinions.
Yeah.
We in Texas
I
used to do this
don't
thing called
think you
hanging.
get out of jail for pedophilia and then get put into a halfway house for that, because
my thing is, though, I feel like it's y'all's right to know what's in your neighborhood, in my opinion, because, you know,
absolutely,
man, you know, not all these cats get their life straight as soon as they go to a halfway house. Some of them dip back into their old lifestyle.
Exactly.
I wouldn't want
unfortunately.
Statistics says that they relapse more than 5 times. That's statistics.
Yeah.
So, and that's not all of them, but that's a majority of them.
And they consider in the state, in a lot of areas, because I think, what do they say in the 90s?
It's a federal law.
President George Bush passed this into law.
The ADA and the Fair Housing Act.
But what it is drug and
alcohol.
alcohol, they consider that as a disability.
Yes.
Exactly.
Just like if you had an autistic kid or a Down syndrome kid. They're all protected under the same law.
So a self-induced issue is now considered a disability.
So if I gained 500 pounds, could you get disability off of me because that's a disability?
I could.
Yeah, I'm not doing.
You could get disability for being obese.
Yeah.
I got my leg cut off and they wouldn't give me disability because I was too young.
That's true.
Yep.
So there's
but if you got diabetes, if you had diabetes, you could get disability.
It's crazy. It's
nuts.
The laws need to be rewritten and more statutes put in place. So
fair enough. Absolutely.
Government.
So this is Stacy, not currently, but will be running for office.
I've
vote for you.
I've had 5 people say you're running for city council, right? And I said no.
Governor.
Say no. On my free time, I like to be in a Jeep.
She wants to be the attacker, not the attackee.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so screw the government. Let's get back to the Jeeps.
Yeah, right.
I need water.
Fair enough.
We should just burn it down. I didn't say that out loud. Let's go back to the Jeeps.
We
don't get ourselves in trouble.
If they are on the sex registry list or they went to jail for arson, they're not in that house. Just so y'all know.
Well, all you gotta do is go in there and like, hey, I can light your crack pipe for you, and then bring the torch or whatever, and then happen to catch the curtains on fire at the same time. Like, oh shit, I dropped it. Then
yeah,
you never know. It can be arranged.
Get them out.
Set them up.
Dustin knew that was going to happen. That's what was bad.
Hashtag crack is whack. All right, back to the podcast.
Crack is whack.
I'm gonna hey Brodie, quick cliff notes for Stacy. He blew up the motor, passing a Prius.
No, Lamborghini.
Lamborghini.
That doesn't sound good.
Beat you? Like, come on. You can't let him.
He had the Lambo by 3 car lengths when all
see, I'm with Dustin on his story. That's what I'm going to use.
He had the Lambo by 3 car lengths, and right as he was getting next to the Prius is when the motor went.
Okay.
Yeah, it just didn't work out in my favor. The timing was wrong. Okay,
Okay,
just leave it at that. The
contact
timing was
somebody
wrong.
else to be rig of the month that did not get beat by a Prius.
Wow.
Yeah, it is.
And his wife did his rig of the month questionnaire, so he has no clue what was in it.
I'll send you the
Hey,
write-up
so I
and
know
let you
some. I know some, but not all. You'd ask me like some, like more of like the specific questions, and I'd have to answer them. But everything else, she was like, "Yeah, I put this, and this." So it's like, "All right."
Sounds good to me.
I'll send you the write-up and see if we need to change any of it.
Sounds good. That'll work.
Then I told him to send some pictures if there was any specifics. If not, we can just pull the ones off the Wolf's Cave.
So are you still doing like dirt bikes and because are you doing ATVs, Jeeps? Are you doing anything that you take off road, 4-wheelers?
Yeah, so, anything, including that Prius that beat.
Give them a tour.
Yeah, so we do
Yeah,
absolutely.
show us around.
Yeah.
Can you show us around?
You want to take the laptop?
Oh, here we go.
Come on.
Wait, there's Skylar.
There's
Oh,
Yeah, I
wow.
did get
Tyler's
motion
had a
sick, so
day.
slow down.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I was about to say it's probably got to
Catch up,
Yeah.
refresh. Y'all
So-
seeing us?
You're good.
You're good.
Yeah, side by side is
So,
pretty sweet.
be
Yeah.
mindful. I'm a one-man crew right now, and it's kind of packed in here.
I know all that drama. You losing partners.
mean-
like, come on.
Oh, we didn't
It
even.
looks
Yeah,
like you
man,
got a
you
lot
know-
of business, though. That's job security right there.
To be honest with you, when all this stuff happened, with the partnership, it was honestly for the best, and there was no hard feelings in it at all. Like
You
that's
can't
that's
go
what
in
the cool
friend.
part
You can't
was.
go in business with friends or family.
Yeah, dude, it's just
We're
like
in
family. You can't
business.
do it. Yeah, you can't do it. Jason, your beard is in the camera, bro.
Is it really?
That was it.
Love that.
Long beard over
I'm
here.
like,
So
what is happening? And then I
I'll
figured
let
it
y'all
out.
see some.
I thought it was a spider web at first.
Oh, I wonder what that is.
It's
So-
not my gladiator. Go that way, Jason. Get out of the
You
way.
wanna see the red?
No, hey Brody, you're trying the new Bluetooth motor.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Bluetooth wheels.
It works great. I will tell you that. It works absolutely fantastic.
You got the combat off-road half
We'll
doors
show
on there?
y'all. What's that?
You got the combat off-road half doors on there?
Yeah, dude. I think I got that idea from somebody.
I wonder who.
Recall who.
Yeah.
Honestly, I love them, man.
They're
I will
awesome.
say there's
Yeah, they're
one
nice.
latch that's broken that I do need to get fixed. So I got to hit him up. and
Mm.
get it
We had the same issue. We did.
Did the latch itself actually broke, or did it just
So it's
come loose?
actually like the latch mechanism itself that's holding like the door closed. So I do
Yeah.
have to get that fixed. But other than that, they just need some pictures, and I just haven't had time to send it to them.
So did you bob your bed, or is that the Motobuilt one?
Yeah, so that's a Motobuilt bed. It's a Motobuilt cage. So
Mhm.
one of my
Oh, yeah,
favorite
nice.
things about this Jeep, which I let old Thomas know about it without giving too much away. Me and Jason went and fabricated this back half right here. Kind of looks
Yeah.
like more like a stretch JK, JL look. And the reason
Yeah.
being, man, is I've always been that guy that always wants to kind of stand out a little bit more than the rest, if you will. It's
Yeah.
not really to show
Don't wanna
off.
just buy something
like that. I
everybody
just
else
want
has.
something different. That's all.
Right.
But honestly, it worked out great. You can still put the hard top on it. This whole
Oh, you
back
can.
sub cage is what we're calling it. It's removable, so you can just pop that
Oh,
thing right off
sweet.
and put your hard top back on.
Show them where the joint is.
Yeah, so right here is where this pretty much gets put together. It's 2 screws. You unbolt them. This whole back half comes off, and honestly, it was a better place to put my radio speakers, to be honest. So that's
Yeah.
honestly like the number one thing that I was looking forward to. So on this cage, when you do it, it eliminates all of the speakers, right? Well, you have to put them directly in the back seat. Well, I have kids that like to go wheeling with us, and I'm like, man, I can't be moving speakers around all the time.
I
So
mean, I sat in the back seat.
Yeah.
if you
Yeah,
remember that
Stacy rode in the
sticker-
back seat.
Yeah.
yeah, so it works out. Like I got the car seat back there right now because Baylor's got to get in there. My
Oh, that's
youngest
before you had the cage.
to play around.
Is that the Motobuilt cage?
Yeah,
Or
Yeah.
the front
Motobuilt
part of the
cage.
Motobuilt cage anyway? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's honestly it wasn't too bad of a gig. It was I'd say start to finish took me 3 days.
Yeah.
It took
The reality.
a lot of welding.
We were thinking
Uh,
a week, but with powder coating, it was probably a week.
Yeah, and mind you, I've never welded with gas ever before, and this was my first time to weld with gas, which I think I did okay.
You did really good.
I'm not a welder. I will say that right now. You will see my
It's
weld.
way better than Flux, though.
Did you MIG it?
Yes, yep.
Yeah.
So we went in there, and it was a learning curve. I've only welded off flux. Like I said, this is a guy that got me started welding like a year ago, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Hey man, you can stick metal together. Did you know that?" And I was like, "Oh, really?"
Yeah,
You know?
gas is easier. Than
Gas is
flux,
way
for sure.
better. Way
Yeah,
better. Less
dude, it really
messy.
is. It's cleaner.
It really is.
It takes a little bit of finesse to learn when you're coming off flux, but after you
Oh
kind of
yeah.
get the rhythm of it, I think it turned out great. To be honest with you.
It's just the vertical welds takes a little more challenge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
so-
see you decided not to do the red cage like we had discussed. but
And
that's all right.
the overhead
Yeah.
welds. Those are way more challenging.
Yeah,
Or
definitely.
drop it in
Yeah,
your
exactly.
face.
Yeah, but
Definitely.
the
Maybe.
cage actually has red flake in it. Though.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of flake
Does it?
in it.
Wow.
I didn't want to do overbearing red, right? So if I ever wanted to change it up, I could still have that settle look to it. It
Yeah.
kind of covers it up more as black. And to be honest with you, Brian had the red cage, so I was like, I gotta go do something different, you
Oh
know?
yeah. Don't copy
It looks
Brian.
really cool. Looks
Yeah,
really cool.
yeah. When you get it, when you see it in the sunlight and stuff, you can really start to see the red pop, and I think that's super cool. It's it ties everything in without being overbearing.
Very cool.
But other than that, I will show y'all what we've been doing. if you want to, let's see if we can get them in frame and put it right here. Here is the project that I've been working on here.
Nice.
Nice.
Here, I'll get down here. Can you see me now?
Yes.
So again, I didn't want to be, everybody, their go-tos, if you will, is everybody's wanting to go do just a casual 392 swap. That's the typical thing or LS thing. Well, I did this casual 392 swap with my own little taste to it. I put a cam in there, some shorty headers. Still don't know if the headers are going to work, but we're going to try to go in there and make them work, if you will. And then there may be a supercharger on the way eventually. So we're going to put some ponies to it without it being, too ridiculous. I'm all about reliability. So by trade, I'm a motor builder. I really am. I build dirt bike motors. I mean, I've been doing that for quite a while, and this is up my alley. All the other stuff is just kind of stuff that I got to do along with doing motor stuff. But this is my passion right here, is building this kind of stuff. So,
and we have a race set up with the Prius soon.
Yeah. Well, I got to call I got to call the Prius and say, hey, bro, we got to rerun them. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes.
The next thing you know, I'm going to be paging out a Prius. I'm going to be taking it off road with us. But so honestly, that's kind of been the whole scoop. I actually got off the phone with Jeep Speed Shop. Those guys, if you all are ready for a 392 conversion or even doing a 5.7 Hemi conversion, those guys right there, Todd and his wife, they're awesome. They really are. They've done nothing but be upfront and just direct about stuff. They're like, hey man, there's some things that we're still learning ourselves, so we're going to go through it with you. And they've been super supportive.
They do tons of videos. You get almost anything you can think of, it's there.
Stuff with it. And then so my turnaround time right now is my rig won't be done until August, which I'm hoping and praying that we can make it for
Inundation.
Yeah, so what is it? Trail Hero.
Trail Hero.
Into September 1st of October.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that everything will be, because you know how this stuff goes, man. There's going to be putting it together, and there's going to be little bugs that you got to work out as far as tuning and all that stuff goes. And I kind of know how the process is going to be, so I'm hoping that I have a big enough window. Well, I called them up today, and I said, hey, can I go ahead and get my motor mounts and all my hard parts? I said, absolutely, without any hesitation. They're like, no, we're going to get it sent to you first thing tomorrow, so you can go ahead and start putting stuff in.
Nice.
And so hopefully I can kind of jump timing a little bit. So I do have another 392 that's my daily, and if I have to, because that motor's getting ready to go, so that motor's going to be in here next, is I have to go through it because it's got a lifter problem. I might rob the computer and the wiring harness off of it while I have it down, so may be able to kind of push the process a little bit forward. And then we have our grand opening, and I'm like, my rig out of all rigs is going to be the one that's not for the grand opening. It's going to be the first weekend of September, Labor Day weekend, I think.
Right.
And so we're doing a big grand opening, and everybody's like, "Dude's your rig going to be done?" I said, "Probably not." I made it buttoned up enough.
We roll it out front just like it is on some new wheels, and say, "Hey,
there you go.
Here's the before, and you get to see it later."
It just shows what y'all can do, so it's good.
It'll be like a SEMA build with no drive shafts. I mean,
right. You can roll it out and make it look pretty, but that's about it. If they ask to start it, like, I lost my keys and
nothing. It ain't got no gas in it.
Ain't got no gas in it. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Let's sit under the hood and rumble.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely.
But have a speaker with some sound.
Yeah. We can go back to what Mopar just tried to do, go all electric, and I can make the electric sound, put a speaker in the back, and call it a day.
There you go. That'll be it.
But yeah, for the most part too, this honestly does as a shop, it kind of shows our hand of what we're capable of too. Like I said, I'm not trying to dive super deep in the whole Jeep thing because I still enjoy it. That I have a passion for it, and the passion, not gonna lie to you, it gets drained out of you eventually if you do it every day, all day. You kind of get wore out with it. So we're trying to keep it simple still as far as the Jeep stuff goes. But the side-by-side game and everything else, I mean, this shop is stacked full of the side-by-side world, to be honest with you. And I fully intend to definitely dive as deep as I can with that realm before I really start pushing the Jeep thing. But definitely, if I ever have somebody bring in a Jeep, I'm not going to sit here and say no. It's not above our capabilities, if you will.
Yeah.
I can't believe the side-by-sides. We had some running with us this last weekend at Leatherwood. I didn't even realize that they had blockers and stuff in them now.
Oh yeah, these things are built.
Some of the side by side, they have like a low and like an extra low, because we were like, well, this is something you have to crawl. And I was like, can those crawl, or is it just always?
It's insane. They're like mini buggies. You know what I mean?
They really are.
Impressive.
They can cost
stretched, and I think one of them was on like 37s or something. So I mean, it followed us wherever we went.
Oh yeah. So there's I haven't done really any big builds as far as like side by side stuff goes yet, just due to the fact I'm around a lot of ranchers and they use these things as workhorses. And to be honest with you, if there's anything that I learned about the motor world is you don't want to get the racers and the hobbyists, because those are the guys that are like us. We're all broke. You know what I mean? All the guys, we're all broke, man, because every last dime goes into these things. You don't have a whole lot of spare money. But when you have these things as workhorses, those guys, they rely on these machines. So when it's just a little bit smoother transition of working with those kind of clients. Versus,
it's because theirs are tax dedeductible. Ours are not.
Absolutely.
Well, yours are now, actually. So,
or
at least they should be.
Well, technically, Sylvia, you use yours for your jobs, so it kind of is tax deductible. You just got to work it the right way.
So here you go, Sylvia. Since
my tax guy follows me on Facebook, he knows what I use.
So by all practical purposes, I'm a performance shop. So when I'm in here doing performance things, that's right for me. So
that is tax deductible.
And Sylvia, if you look at it this way, if you do a haircut while you're on the trail,
that's right. Right, your clippers.
Drive to the client. You just happen to be in the middle of this off-road part.
So that means I can get the motorhome. I can get the motorhome too, right? For having to drive.
Yeah, you do it out of the motorhome.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Hopefully that's better. So the lights aren't.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
But yeah, so we're busy as a shop. Like I said earlier, I have a new cat coming in, so he's gonna come in here and hopefully, definitely relieve me of some responsibilities as far as I can get a little bit hands off. My goal with this is not necessarily to stop being the guy that's working on stuff, where I can actually work on stuff more. It's the reason why I'm bringing him in, because like I said, my passion, I'm still a mechanic. I still like to work on stuff. When I have to sit at a computer and run parts list all day, invoicing, talk to clients all day long, that's what drains me. That's what kind of strips me of the whole passion of why I started this. And Skylar, my wife, she's done an absolute amazing job just by being in here, taking care of a lot of the nitty gritty stuff, just so I don't have to, all the paper pushing stuff and stuff like that. She's been a major help in here too. So it's been awesome. And this cat, like I said earlier, he's been in here. You were in here for a week straight, and I had a
criticizing everything.
Yeah, dude. This guy does. He criticizes everything. If you want,
he doesn't know the definition of criticize. I'm helping.
Yeah, he's helping.
Right, he's supervising.
Sure, he's
helping. He is a supervisor.
Constructively.
Constructive. Telling you
constructively helping.
Yeah.
Devil's advocate sometimes, and sometimes just a different eyes to look at it a different way.
Yeah, and honestly, I respect him for that, because if I have an idea, it's always ran through him. Seriously, it is, because he can always break it down in better terms than I can. He can take the idea and actually make it reality, and I think that's a good way of putting it for sure.
Yeah, thank you.
And
it's always good to have somebody like that. I mean, if you have somebody that literally just answers yes to everything you say, then
right,
you're not going to have
anybody any good.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
I should have run this shit through you, but I didn't. Sorry.
No, sometimes you get something in your head and you just run with it, and not realizing what hornet's nest and how big that you actually just hit.
And you can ask this guy. I'm the world's worst about doing that. What did we do? Oh, it was my rear coilover towers. We were like, I'll come up to Jason's house. This is back when we didn't have a shop still. I go up to Jason's house, say, hey, man, it's just going to take us the afternoon. We'll have it knocked out. My Jeep didn't leave your driveway for 4 days. 4 days. He was like, all right, man, we really done.
And they came out great. We built them out of scrap metal I had in my metal box.
Yeah, it worked out
nice.
Good. Yeah, it worked out great, to be honest with you.
Yeah, we had a friend's Jeep in our garage for 28 days. It was supposed to be the weekend.
I believe it.
28 days.
Yeah, TJ, and he was coming over to, like, some of his frame and the axle, spring coil buckets were rusting out. I was like, it shouldn't, take too long. So we pulled the front out and
definitely. No, that's
28 days.
His Jeep name is 28 days later now. Yeah, at least that's what we call it.
or leap year.
Yeah. And
Yes.
so
Yeah.
the problem that we ran into with my rear coilover setup, so I did a generic rear coilover. I'm a cheap ass, right? And I'm going to be 100% honest. I'm trying to cut corners where I can and save some money. Well,
100%.
by doing so, my coilovers in the back on a Gladiator, they're supposed to be piggybacked. Mine aren't piggybacked. They're just the external reservoir with the oil line running off, you know, the whole 9 yards. So we had to take this reservoir and run it up through the top mount and then be able to mount it, or we just didn't have a place to put it. So we had to literally fabricate and design to get this to work. And we didn't expect any of it. And honestly, I think we got all the kinks worked out in the rear. I think
it looks good.
Great. It really is.
That's awesome.
It's been a process for sure. You know, a lot of man hours, especially with this guy. I mean, he's put in a lot of work on my rig too. I mean, I think I'll take this. I'll claim that I've been the guinea pig for a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah.
You know,
that's why I'm not afraid to learn off somebody else's dime for sure.
Yeah.
That's the best way to do it.
Says. That's what our builder Patrick says. He says he's like, oh, I got all kinds of ideas as long as you can pay for it.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely.
We're like on our third set of towers for the rear till we finally got it figured out.
What towers?
Poor Dustin. He has to learn on his own dime.
RPMs. So off of their Gladiator long arm set, we went with their towers. And they got a cross member, like a big thick sheet that goes from tower to tower in the middle.
Yeah.
And then we did a cross brace underneath that full cross member just to give it a little bit additional rigidity and support.
Yeah.
Ties the frame together.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Yeah. So the next guinea pig that I have on our list is one we're getting pretty close to wrapping yours up here pretty quick. Like as far as what you have left, you got coilovers and that's pretty much.
That's about it.
And
then long arm, 3 links in the front.
So you still got a pretty. You got the all. So how I see it is you got 2 phases of a build, right? You got the mediocre phase that gets you by for a bit, and then you have the phase where it's all out, all or nothing, where you got to cage it, 1 tons, coilovers, etc. Yeah. So I feel like you're starting to get into that second phase of the build for sure.
Right now,
it's my third phase. It's my third phase. We're calling this Carbon 3.0.
There you go, man. Sometimes it takes it that, you know. But
and then when we do the motor conversion, it'll be Carbon 4.26.
There you go. Oh, 426, are you? Do it.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
I'm telling you, man, that's where I feel like there's no personality when it comes to the motor swapping of this world yet, in my opinion. You have the guys there's a select few. I'm not going to sit here and say that there's none, but there's not a lot of it. Like, Bobby Cleveland, we met him at Wolf Caves. Yeah. He's an OKC boy. He has an LS3 built to the gills, and me and him couldn't quit drooling over that rig every time it started up. And
it sounded awesome.
We were like, oh my gosh, man, it was wicked, right? Yeah. So it's kind of one of those things, man, where I was like, yeah, I got to add some of my personality to it. And you know me, I'm Mr. Supercharger. And I will say that was the wickedest sound at a park is when my rig had to spoil up to really get up something, I had to do some skinny pedal. It was all or nothing, because when that thing broke loose, you could hear it all the way across the park. I guarantee you. That thing
it definitely sounded good.
Yeah, man, it did really good until it didn't.
Yeah, exactly. That's normal though, right?
That's always the way it goes.
Yep.
But it did great until
it didn't.
Yeah, so that's how I kind of built this motor the way I did. I wanted it to be able to handle the boost. I'm not going to be crazy. Like, yes, I could probably build it to a 750 to 800 horsepower motor. Not doing that. I'm trying to just get, pretty much where I'm close to probably right now with my setup. I'll probably run the 550 range, and that's to the rear wheel, assuming. Now to the crank, it'll probably, pushing the close 600s. Definitely not trying to sit here and give false numbers. It could be totally off, but that's what I've kind of built it towards.
Chase the torque.
Yeah.
So and you're on 60s? Are you on 60s? Are you on 60s?
Yeah. So I have a Dana 60 in the back, and I have a Curry 60 up front, the ultimate 60.
Is a 60 in the back going to be enough for all that horsepower? Or are you going to need to switch to an 80?
I've heard nightmares of these Dana 60s on the Gladiators kind of being under par, but I haven't had any issues so far. What I
do you have it like
So what I'm
From
planning
Wally
on doing
Durst.
eventually is going to a 14 bolt in the back and just offloading this one eventually. But right now, I'm just going to wheel it until I can't wheel it anymore.
That's what we're doing is a 14 bolt.
Yeah, 14 bolts the way to go. 14 bolt.
Shapes
Now
or whatever.
14 bolts for the front. I think that's a good design.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome for sure. And then
just because of how big mine and stuff is, and my whole concept is daily driving as well. We did the 80, even though that's a freaking boat anchor, but
right. And see, that's kind of where I was at with my rear axle setup. I was like, man. So first things first, my rear axle was the first thing majorly that I broke. I was going up Loose Rock here at Hidden Falls, completely vertical, and I've gone up this trail multiple times before. No problems, no nothing, and I'm sitting here crawling up, and this thing just did one hop, and their crew was out there, and they were racing up this side, and I was just trying to crawl this right side. And you know me, I wasn't trying to compete or anything like that. But being a motocross racer, I was trying to get in where I fit in, right? So I was on the right side trail. It hopped one time, dude, and that's all it took. It snapped that rear drive shaft, tweaked the housing up, all sorts of kind of stuff. So I was well, I'm out an axle. So once that rear axle was broke, honestly, that's when I knew that this thing was becoming a toy. At the time, I was daily driving it. And I was like, yep, it's time to go get on better to widen the fleet. Yeah, we do need to plug this thing in real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. But my whole focus with the going with the bigger axle too was because future plan the motor conversion. Yeah, what we're doing. And absolutely. How much does your Gladiator weigh? Do you know?
Man, so with this V8, man, I bet you I'm probably going to be around 7,100 pounds, give or take.
We're going to pull these.
Yeah. Because I weighed mine before we started the conversion or before we started the new build. And with me and her in it, it was 6,700 pounds. So we're looking at probably about 63-ish is where it was at without us in it. That's with a full gas tank.
Yeah, my rig's definitely going to be on the heavier side, man. Especially with that sub cage that we built. And, honestly, I think it was me and you that were talking about these sliders, that you're like, hey, so I think I may be going to a different slider setup here pretty quick because I'm getting nervous about that. What you said that, the rocker panel kind of got tweaked up, yeah?
So you have the Motobuilt rock rails?
Yes. So I have
and it's with the kind of the slight step on it?
Yeah.
Okay, so that I didn't realize, but that one is a solid strip with that skirt. So it's a solid strip of steel, right?
Yeah.
Where mine are the ARBs, and it's just little tabs. It's like
really?
It's like 10 or so tabs that came off of it, and then they're little. It's not as thick of metal as yours is, as the Motobuilt version.
So the way mine
yours may not be as bad because it is a lot more sturdy, but I did run into when I hit the rock rail pretty hard, it caused it to buckle.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe it. I 100% believe that.
I'm changing to Next Venture's new tubed rock rails.
Nice.
That they have.
So
it's a lot higher clearance.
Yeah, so I can't remember who I've been seeing.
But there's no step.
Yeah, so somebody's been making some where they're putting aluminum tubing inside theirs, and I thought that was a pretty neat setup.
We've seen that on tie rods.
Yeah.
That
was JK Gears and Gadgets did it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, like a solid aluminum bar inside of the steel tubing, and then it'll flex it back or whatever.
Yeah,
Thomas just has like that plastic, that thick plastic stuff.
The UHMW.
UHMW, that's what it is, yeah. And where it like screws in the side, so it can sort of like slide on that plastic as long as it doesn't dig in.
Yeah,
I don't really have no.
Yeah, Next Venture's new. It's their Trailbreaker series. And it's got with their boat side. It's the full setup because you can get it with just the rock rails. You can get it with the 775 boat side where it's just the aluminum piece, or you can get with the UHMW the whole set.
Sweet, yeah, man. Like I said, I was kind of looking into that.
And it does sit. I'll send you the link so you can actually look at it. But it does sit from as far as I can tell. It has the highest ground clearance that's out on the market right now.
Nice. Yeah,
The way
dude, that
it's-
wouldn't be a bad gig at all, man.
Especially with a Gladiator being as long as it is.
That's
We need as high
exactly what I
clearance
was
as
about to
possible.
get to, man. So that's the reason. So the reason behind me being as tall as I am and stuff, right? So there's definitely a reason behind that. It's not just because I'm a Texas boy redneck. I want to have the tallest rig out there. You know what I mean?
It's that long wheelbase.
Yeah, man.
That's slightly
it's that
part of it.
wheelbase,
That's slightly part of it. Trust me.
And there's definitely people that I get, a little bit of feedback, and they're like, "Hey, man, you need to lower your stuff and this and that and the other." And I was like, "Dude, my breakover points and stuff are completely different than a JL, a 2-door, 4-door, JK, all that stuff." So I feel like, in my opinion, when you get in a Gladiator, you start to make more sense of that realm of what you're wheeling with, and that, like, dude, you have to get those things off the ground ASAP. And I'm going to get to the point that I was saying earlier as well is there's a reason why I'm still mid-arm in the back, and probably plan to be until I do a double triangulation. So we were out on at Wolf Caves, and we were going up Ram Skull. Ram Skull is probably one of the gnarliest trails that they have out there. And you guys were there, of course. Y'all saw it. Well, Brian was kind of getting hung up on his long arm stuff, and that's kind of when it brought into reality. I was like, man, how you eliminate that is keeping your mid arm still and not having that point of hang up. But there's pros and cons of both setups, right? The long arm, it'll help you, or it'll make or break you in this situation, and a mid arm will make or break you in this situation. I'm not definitely saying that one's better than the other. I think that it's kind of like anything else.
It has its own limitations and its own pros and cons.
100%. And to be honest, I've kind of always enjoyed being that underdog. Like, yeah, I'm not long arm yet, and it's been one of those things. It's just, again, I'm going for being a little bit different than everybody else. I like to go against the grain, stuff like that, and not doing it to be arrogant or anything like that, saying, oh, I know better than you or anything like that. I like being different, man, trying different stuff out that nobody else necessarily does,
Right.
Build it the way you want it.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Don't worry about what everybody else is saying or thinks or whatever you want.
It's all about personality, man.
And just going up from there. But true, after seeing you and Brian on 44s, because I didn't realize you were on 44s until after the fact, and I was like, well, shit. I probably should be running 44s.
Hey, man.
You already bought the 42s.
But I already have the 42s and 17-inch rims.
They're also like West Coast, so I don't know, the 44s and the high wheel speed is going to work out too well in your favor.
Yeah, so 42s, man, I will say this right now. I went to Moab on 42s, loaded down, bed rack, all this and that. I had a great time on my 42s. I honestly didn't think it got any better than that until I went to the 44s, not going to lie. But the 42s, they held up. I mean, they really did. Yeah, you got to, again, being in a Gladiator, you always got to kind of look at an obstacle a little bit different than what you would just being in a typical 4-door JK. Again, it's kind of like 2-door, 4-door realm. You know what I mean? Being in a Gladiator is kind of in a different realm of itself, and it's different kind of wheeling. We when we look at an obstacle, we got to figure out if, a 4-door, if you will get in an obstacle and make it look super easy, non-technical, and then you see a Gladiator get in it and it's a bust, man. You're like, it's hard to reference what a Gladiator is going to do, even watching a 4-door go through something, for sure. You're like, you can kind of get an idea, but at the same time, it's going to get into something totally different. It may struggle.
I mean, the wheelbase is at least like a foot longer, I think, isn't it? What's the wheelbase on the Gladiator?
137.3 inches.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, the JLs are 118, so you're looking at,
I will say there's one thing.
20 inches longer.
Yeah, I'm not knocking anything when it comes to a 4-door. It's just what I've seen is that 4-doors like to unload on the front majorly everywhere they go. Even if you have this setup like this, and that, and the other, I feel like the Gladiator's wheelbase is what really helps in that realm. Yeah, where it excels over the 4-door is having that long wheelbase. When I'm getting articulated, I feel like my front end's a lot more planted, if you will, than a 4-door would be. And here's the thing. Again, there's some stuff that 4-doors get into, and I'm like, dude, that 4-door made it look super easy, super smooth, a.k.a. Brandy doing her thing and Damn Dirty Hippie. And then me and Brian get in there with our gladiators, and I'm like, well, shit,
Yeah.
It's all about where the rocks break over. Where the next one starts.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That's pretty much the only time I feel like the Gladiator wheelbase is better than my wheelbase is whenever I'm trying to climb 2 at once.
Yeah.
Like 2, and if I'm undercut on both. Whereas Thomas,
the front is in a completely different zip code than the back.
Yeah,
so
that's what I'm saying. Thomas will already be at the
man.
top before his back tire even hits the second ledge.
Yeah.
But
Don't worry.
again,
Here's the thing: is
just bump it a little, and it's fine.
So the switchbacks for a Gladiator are terrible. If you put us in a bind where we got to turn, y'all got to give us about 15 minutes a heads up and let us start preparing ourselves and trying to navigate it.
I had lost Thomas on a trail like that. Like I went, and then he was 50 Austin Powers behind me.
That's a perfect perspective you could put it to right there. Is Austin Powers just backing up, banging the wall, backing up, banging the wall.
Come out east compared to west. We have nothing but trees, switchbacks.
Yeah.
Rock faces, mud.
We're definitely going to have to come wheel out with y'all that way, man.
Yeah.
It's definitely on our bucket list for sure. That'll be fun. That'd be a lot of fun. Which we plan to start venturing out, now that we know our rig's capabilities, if you will, that they're getting a lot broader and kind of being able to trust them, if you will.
Yeah.
We're going to definitely start to venture out a little bit more and kind of go get in some different situations. Wheeling Hidden Falls and Wolf Caves is a great time. Both great spots, but we're all about the scenery and stuff too, man. I mean, we really are. We like going to new places, checking new stuff out, learning new ways that we have to learn how to crawl, to be honest. Because you can go to that's a crazy part is 2 hours away from each other. It's a totally different terrain in Wolf Caves. Like seriously, you got mini Moab is what they call it. And then you come out here to Hidden Falls and it's nothing but loose sandstone and you're skinny pedaling everything trying to make it up and you have no traction. So it's crazy that you can just drive that little amount, if you will, and you're in a whole different world of crawling. So it is nice having those places that close because you can kind of.
If y'all gonna make it out, hit us up. We'll play the trip.
Oh, dude, I'm down. I'll tell you that. Well, I'm down to go play always.
Justin,
but let me fix my Gladiator first.
Pull that video up that we were just the jungle thing. Show him a picture of it. The one we were just in at Leatherwood. Talking about this was probably the grossest trail I've ever been on, though. The water was swallowing. It was in a creek, and the water was swallowing my 40. It was gross water, and then all these trees was like art.
I don't know if y'all be able to see that or not. I'll send it to Thomas. We can put it on here.
Yeah, I'll
check it out. I was not gonna take it up.
Yeah, we can't see it.
It's terrible.
Text it to me, and then I'll text it to them.
And we had our doors off, so I could literally just touch trees like this over the top of me. So it was like I was driving in a what's those big tunnels? Culvert. Like it was like I was in a full culvert with trees. So I was like, where the hell are we? Like I'm sure there's leeches and ticks all over this.
The name of that trail is called Welcome to the Jungle, and
it was
it was justly named. I'll say that. Like it was a creek ride.
That's disgusting.
There was.
Did you see it? It's so gross.
Yeah.
And it smelled
I'm sending it to you, Brodie, so you can see the picture.
Let me check it out.
But I'll post it. I'll post it on the video.
But so we have stuff like that. I mean, of course we have.
Soup.
Yeah.
That is nuts.
See, out this way though, literally, it wouldn't rain for a month and a half, but yet you get on the trail,
Friday.
You're gonna find mud, water. You're gonna find it all.
That's insane.
But it rains all the time.
Occasional mud playing for sure.
Yeah, when it rains
We try
around
to
here.
avoid it. Yeah, we try to avoid it. But...
Yeah, we go run in the creeks. I don't know if y'all saw the last. I think it was the last video that Hardline, my Gladiator, went through. Is I had water pretty much all the way up to my doors, and I climbed up a waterfall. And Brandy and Brian could have sworn that that's how I locked up the motor. They were like, "Dude, water got in the motor," and I was like, "Nah, I was a little bit taller than that." But so that was the last crawl that I did, and that was definitely one of the coolest crawls I've done in a long time, to be honest with you. I didn't think, Brian and Brandy and Dylan, we all went out there just to go kind of do a little bit of a small run on the 4th of July, and got out there, and we were kind of just messing around. Well, I was like, "Yo, let's go climb, let's go get in this water." And they're like, no way, dude. And I was like, okay, well, they sat there and just started talking. And I was like, I'm going to go venture down here. And I honestly didn't expect to do it. And then I got in it and I was like, well, I can't back out. So I was like, I ended up walking up it. And I was like, dude, that was definitely insane. Like, I've been creek crawling as he just said, and I've had water pretty high, but not that high, man. I mean,
especially on the incline.
It was definitely one of those things. I was like, if I went an inch deeper, my cab was getting full of water, 100%.
Oh, wow.
I don't know how I didn't get water in it for sure.
Wow.
Well, hell,
It was definitely a cool crawl.
We were at S'more. Thomas lost one of his factory rear fenders. We were doing a creek ride, and it.
Oh, no kidding.
It had just rained. The water was
Pee Wee
flowing,
Crossing.
dude.
It's literally a creek bed, but with all the rain we had that weekend, it was literally a raging river. In some cases, you couldn't even see the 40 at all. It was just covered in water. And right before we get out, I hit my Jeep just got swallowed. The back passenger rear, it dipped down in this big hole.
Fell in a hole or
holy
something.
Crap! And then we crawl out, and then I get out and I walk around, and I look and I go, apparently I lost my rear fender. So whatever
they just busted the clips and just took off with it.
Dude, those plastic.
But we didn't find out till later. Stacy had a video. Stacy got a video. She was recording while we were doing out the window, and then another friend of ours actually saw it and goes, "Oh, there goes Thomas's fender down the creek."
If you really want to do somebody dirty at the park or something, you see some factory fenders. We all know damn well all you got to do is go over there and just do a little tug, and those suckers come off. It's insane what those things are held on by.
Yeah,
plastic clips break so quick.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I got a toolbox that's full of them, and that was
God, you don't even need them anymore.
No, I don't now.
That'll save you some extra weight, Thomas. That's at least like a pound and a half right there.
Yeah, you can't carry everybody else's clips no more.
No,
they get their own. Tell them they're in the parking lot in their Jeep.
Mine never break off. Mine just dent in and then we bang them back out.
Well, yours are bolted in now.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't need no clips.
But you don't have no more factory fenders. You ain't got no factory fenders. Unlike Dan,
clips in
it. My fenders are wavy from all the trees.
They are.
I'm rocking I think the Moto built High Lines, man. I've had pretty good luck with them. They've taken definitely an ass whipping, and they keep going.
No.
Yeah.
Mine were like
I have Next Ventures aluminum.
Yeah.
And
I don't even know if mine have a name.
She pivoted off a rock when we were at Hawks Pride. And
where's that at?
I literally thought
Alabama.
You want to go there too?
You definitely want.
Hold on.
That's the Moab picture.
That's also
Alabama. That was Stony though, wasn't it? That was
Stony
Lonesome in Alabama. But no, she I told her just go ahead and drive. She had to move my Jeep up a little bit. I was like, go ahead and take off.
Yeah.
And,
she took off all right.
Yeah, she did for sure.
I recognize it.
I'm sitting there recording her.
I've seen that before.
I'm skinny pedaling out of it.
We had to pivot around the rock.
You and Skylar are going to get along great.
After you put that 426, you may not need to let her pull it up anymore because
she'll
hit that skinny pedal and be in the damn mountain.
I have my own, so
no, but we were going around a big rock, and I was like, "All right, Stacy, you need to go a little wider." Well, she still cut it too short, and I was like, "Slow down." Well, it was hung up on the tire on this rock, so instead of just stopping and backing up to reposition, let's just give it more gas.
And
I literally see my Gladiator do this around the rock. It literally, the fender was in it. Like, oh, there goes the whole fender well and everything just crushed.
That is nuts, man.
It held. All it did was a small little scratch and a small little ripple, or kind of roughed up the aluminum. That was it.
Let's continue with the story because you were checking it like I literally broke your frame in half. Not
pretty much.
A 16th down the trail, you literally did.
In about 30 minutes, that's when I crushed the rock rail.
Yeah.
Like,
I heard that.
Frame damage.
I heard that like 2 rigs back.
I think they heard that at the park office. It was loud.
It was loud.
Hey, we got a phrase for that. One step closer.
Yeah, you're one step closer,
right.
man.
Well, while we've been doing this build though, because the on the passenger door, the kick panel that you step on to get in, it looked like this.
Oh no shit. Damn.
Yeah. Just enough to where the factory door could close okay, but when I put the combat off-road half doors on, the bottom of the half door was literally rubbing on that section. So then I just grabbed about a 3-pound sledge and a block of wood and flattened it all back out. It worked great.
Man. It works.
He didn't have his doors on that day we were wheeling either, because I remember we got back, we were afraid your door wasn't going to fit.
You're
we originally started, anytime you will with Zach from Jeep and Round, take your doors off. It's
he fucking tells you to take your doors, your mirrors, your lights, take them off.
Tail lights, take them out.
Because he told us, well, we should be fine. Just take the mirrors off. You'll be all right.
That sounds familiar.
About
sounds
5
like
minutes later,
going
he's like,
down.
You know what? Let's pop the door.
RC.
Yeah.
So I was
that's what my door brought this last weekend. I was like,
I went back.
I know better.
Should I just take the mirrors off? Because I'd already taken my mirrors off, and I was like, should I go ahead and take the door? No, I'll just leave the doors off. Everybody else was. I was like, Zach, should I? He said, take the doors off.
Doors off. Yeah, sounds good. Easy enough.
The very first time we met him, we were at Windrock and we were doing Trail 16. And he's like, "You need to take them taillights out, or you're going to lose them." And I was like, "Are you for real? Like, I don't want to take these damn taillights out of her JL." And he's like, "I'd take them out." And I was like, "I think they'd be fine." And then,
but she was also looking pretty because she had just come back from Invasion, so she was pretty. And he was like, "What are you even doing here?"
Anyway, yeah. And then I was like, "They'll be fine." And then we were an hour into the trail and. There's a big section of ruts, or they used to be there anyway. Yep, ripped the tail lights clean out. I was like, well.
And you broke the mirror.
And I
broke the mirror off.
Well,
sounds like
this is the first time we had met Shelby. This is the first time we met Shelby.
Yeah.
He was on the trail with us because we were also riding with.
Shelby's a good cat, dude. I like Shelby.
Yeah.
This is we had to take doors off to see. David would have had a nice.
Yeah, dude, that was Leatherwood.
So
they got
Shelby,
an XJ broke its door.
Shelby, he wheeled 16 the day before the Warren ride on that Sunday. So on Saturday, and he literally had crushed in his passenger door handle into the door, and then he also
hit his bed.
And he hit his bed also. And he said, "Oh, be prepared. You're going to get damage." I was like, "Great." We went ahead. We did the trail anyway. Shelby lost his driver mirror. Sylvia lost her passenger mirror and tail light. David lost I think David lost a mirror.
David lost a mirror, yeah, he did.
And cracked his hood, his roof.
And it cracked his
hardtop, yeah.
We had a rollover. One Jeep on our group had a rollover. And then the other two Gladiators, there was me and one other Gladiator besides Shelby, no damage. Everybody else, Zach broke his drive shaft. Oh, it was a world.
Zach broke his drive shaft.
It was
all on one trail?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It took us 9 hours.
Yeah, it was with Marvin Stammel, him and his dad, and
the Flex Rocks and Roller.
Marvin.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh, man, that's nuts.
And it was our first time at Windrock, and we weren't even supposed to do Trail 16.
Yeah.
No, but he was leading it. I was fangirling.
We were doing 16, and then we got there, and then that's what we signed up for.
The wheel with Marvin, damage was definitely worth it.
I never agreed that we weren't doing 16. I don't ever agree to any of that bullshit.
It's fine.
It's kind of like we did 15 this last time with him. I did break an axle right at the end of that, so that was kind of sucky, but the axle I just replaced.
Yeah, like but you broke the axle on little school bus, not on 15.
Yeah, little school bus.
Yeah.
Still.
Not that far from the ends.
Zach said I'm going back for redemption.
You have to.
Next month.
Well, so I guess we're riding with Zach at Windrock after Invasion.
Well, we're going to be there. We're going to be wheeling Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday, Saturday.
Maybe Monday.
Maybe Monday. Are you only going to ride Sunday?
Well,
on this subject, we have to be at home Sunday night. Thomas has to be back at work on Monday because
I got promoted.
He got promoted today.
Oh, damn. Congrats, bro.
Nice.
Hey,
We
Congratulations.
kept it a secret.
Well, I didn't know. I got the
night-
supervisor position.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
Sunday night can be like
Hey.
11:30.
That's more Jeep parts.
Yeah, exactly.
That's Stacy not having to find a job. What are you talking about?
Stacy hadn't had a job in 6 months.
Not this
That
Yeah.
is funny.
Sorry. But yeah, so
It was official
we're
today,
gonna-
this afternoon.
pretty much
Congrats, man.
yeah, pretty much all the guys who were with
Congrats.
this weekend are
Yeah.
going to be down there too. So it should be a good ride.
Okay.
Yeah, some of the dudes we rode with at Leatherwood are going to be there as well, riding with him. So we're planning on riding with him, and then he said he's going to text Marvin and try to get Marvin to do
You gotta go.
Walden's
I need to
Ridge.
go talk to his
Walden's
mom.
Ridge on the Wheeling with Warren ride instead.
Yeah, we're going to try to do
And
Walden's
so if
Ridge.
he
We're
can
going to
get-
try to convince him.
He's gonna get all of us in
Bye, Stacy.
with
Bye,
Marvin
guys.
and do Walden's on Sunday.
Are you down?
Yeah, so we'll probably be up either Friday night or Saturday, probably Friday. We're still trying to figure the rest of the logistics out because they asked me if how far in depth I was for that trip to Invasion. I was like, well, hotels have already been paid for, so it's just for 3 days. I know I
Who's
took
they?
Monday and Tuesday off as well,
Oh,
but
your work?
Bosses.
yeah, for the new
Oh.
position, they were asking me about it, how set I was for those days,
Yeah.
and I was
I
like,
need
well,
to
we've
send them
already
a
paid for
voucher.
hotels. What's
You
that?
still going to Trail Hero?
Do I need it?
No.
Oh,
I knew that
Really?
one. You
Probably
don't have a
not.
vacation. Yeah.
I'm going to be sad.
I know.
You-
I know.
I'll send them a sad face for Invasion. Brody, you send them a
you should
sad
have been
face
like, look,
for
I'll
Trail
take
Hero.
this job
I got you.
only if I have Trail Hero and Invasion off. Or no
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah,
Gladiators have to
I
stick
kind of
together,
had an
damn it.
idea. What's that?
I said gladiators have to stick together, damn it.
I know.
Am I gonna have to say fuck the government again? Because they just ruined Thomas's Jeep life.
Thomas just spent all this money on this brand new build. They don't have no time to wheel it.
I'll wheel it for you. I'll take it for you, Thomas.
Yeah.
I'll
Well,
break
no,
it in for you.
worst case, Stacy will be the one driving it because she don't have a job. So there's
There you
that.
go. Fair enough.
You
At least
remember what
somebody's
happened
gonna
when
get
she,
some fun
you
out of
remember
it.
what happened
Lose,
when
you
she
lose,
took it to
Thomas.
Walmart that day, right?
What?
I said, you remember
I
what
know.
happened when she took it to Walmart that day, right?
That just means new parts. That's all that means. New parts.
Fair enough.
The whole Jeep is already new parts. What are you talking
I
about?
was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah, Brody does. They don't know that. They don't know the story of the bumper.
Yeah.
Oh, now I want to know.
That's another big story. We
That's a touchy subject.
Yeah. I still swear up and down it was Dominic, and she's covering for him, but
It was like a week before Invasion.
it was three years ago.
3
I
years
think it was
ago, yeah.
3 years ago. I think it was about 3 years ago.
Stacy and Dominic took the Jeep to go to Walmart
To get
To go get
wire.
some speaker
Yeah.
wire because I
get
was
speaker wire.
wiring Stacy's new speakers the week before Jeep Invasion.
Anyways,
And then
I
They
think I know
come
where this is
home.
headed.
And what happened
And what
was
had happened
this giant
was-
pole ran out in front of
you
him
know
like a
them
deer
big
and
light
stopped.
poles with a giant yellow concrete thing around the bottom.
Ouch. Ouch.
She said she was just cutting through the parking lot and didn't see it. 30 mile an hour into the concrete pole.
Oh, shit.
she gets the Jeep back to the house. The steering wheel's like this.
Oh, damn.
The bumper.
The bumper.
The bumper's like this.
Rough
the
time
bumper
getting rid of that one.
is like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he
I'll send you
he
pictures.
brought it over to our house.
He drove 45
He drove
minutes to our
45
house
minutes to our house. We took it to the backyard. We
outing.
soft shackled and freaking
Match block to trees.
snatch blocked
Snatch
to
block.
2 different trees.
To my Jeep first and
Well,
drove a
yeah,
giant
it just drug her Jeep. So we
My Jeep
we
wasn't big
pushed
enough.
his front bumper against the tree and then did tree back to the bumper, used his winch, It started.
Then his windshield line broke.
It started to pull it out. The windshield line snapped.
Yeah. Oh shit.
We got about that much of the bumper off the grill.
Yeah. So we pulled it in the garage.
Then I spray painted it, said it's 5.
We pulled it in the garage. We pulled the whole bumper off, and the frame horn was completely.
Well, that was months later when I went to change the bumper.
We're gonna put the new
Motobill Crusher bumper.
Because if you haven't noticed, Dustin or Thomas is like a slight perfectionist, tiny bit, and if his shit is broken, he cannot freaking handle it. He can't handle it. So my bumper has been dented twice, and I've been rocking it for 3 years. Thomas
we got it
in
the garage, and the frame horn, like where the bumper bolts in, was completely like folded in half. Like it was so freaking bad. We spent what 3 or 4 hours.
A less than 2 hour project took us. We started about 5 o'clock, and I didn't leave till midnight.
Yeah,
because I went to bed. I was like,
I didn't leave his house till midnight.
The sled, like a slide hammer. We finally got it straight enough where we could slide the bumper in, and it went in the holes it was supposed to go in, and then we called it good.
Sounds like a job well done.
Yeah. I mean, the bumper is still on there, so I would say it is a job well done.
Yeah. And the number of recoveries that I've gone through 4 winches from doing recoveries, from breaking them.
Yeah. But we get a lot of
kind of like that
here
day
too.
at Wolf Case when Shelby busted out a shoestring lace and he was pulling out a brine with it. And I was like, I looked at Shelby. He's like, "Is that going to work?" I said, "Yeah." I was like, "All right."
A shoestring lace?
Pretty much, man. It wasn't any better than a shoestring lace. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. Awesome. That was
Shelby's
crazy.
a trip. Shelby's a trip.
Dude, he's awesome, man. He was definitely cool to talk to at Wolf Case for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a blast out there.
Yeah, it was a good time, man. It really was.
What time
is it?
We
are really late. 9:15. I should have been in bed 15 minutes ago. But I was trying to get back.
Yeah, it's been great. We'll go ahead and start closing this up. But definitely been fun hanging out, talking to you guys.
Man.
Give us y'all's Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, whatever y'all got.
Business website.
Send it out. Website. Yeah, especially for the shop. Send us the website information, whatnot. And we'll definitely throw all that in the description below. And
sounds like a plan, brother.
But yeah, definitely appreciate the time. And we'll definitely have y'all on again. And,
Dude, you need to come wheel.
Whatever. Unfortunately, we're not going to make Trail Hero.
We will make that happen. And you will get talked into going to Trail Hero. You just give me time. I'm good at peer pressure.
Well,
it's too early to
give him your boss's number.
It's the job that is going to keep me from going. Unfortunately, just because of how new it is.
Thomas, I think a great Uncle Herman died. Work again. I'm gonna need to know where you work.
U.S. government.
So I work on Fort Knox as a contractor for the ammunition supply point.
Okay. What's your boss's name? It's gonna be hard to get into Fort Knox. I mean, come on, I'm just curious.
How do you think Thomas affords all those Jeep parts?
Fair enough.
That and government shutdowns.
So this last government shutdown was so that I could get paid, because the reason why I shut down is so I could get my Jeep built.
So he could build a Jeep. Yeah. That's right.
Hey, at one point, I think Dustin had me calculated at about $5 a second, something like that.
Yeah, it was something like that.
I would.
I think that's about what Elon Musk makes.
I mean, you and Elon are right there next to each other.
Yeah. So.
That's fine.
Oh, geez.
Like I said, just give me time. That's all I need.
No, I know it. I got you. We'll definitely get out that way for sure, though.
Yeah, dude, we definitely got a lot more trips in us, dude. We'll definitely have to make it happen. We'll come to y'all's turf, and then may have to get y'all come out here.
Oh, we'll definitely head out that way.
I mean, we were.
Are you all going to S'more in November?
Yes, we're gonna try. That's
okay.
See, I still haven't talked to him about it. He's shaking his head yes, and he's like, "Yeah, we are."
Yeah, we should do that.
I've been talking to Stacy. We are doing whatever we can to make that trip, even if it's only for a couple of days. We'll be there.
That's probably going to be us, man. You know, we're definitely going to go out and play, and then I gotta get back here, man, and manage the ship. But
Yeah.
we'll make it happen for
We were
sure.
gonna
Yeah,
make
we're
it
probably
to
looking
Little
at
Caves, and then I
probably
got-
Friday, Saturday, and then come back Sunday.
Yeah, I was about to say, man, once my Gladiator's up and moving, we have some makeup wheeling to do, a lot of it. So we're gonna be probably hitting it hard for a little bit. Which there for a little while, man, we were hitting it hard. Like I will say, at the beginning of this year, we really started digging deep, and then we had some unfortunate mishaps, but we're working through them still.
It happens. It happens. So trust me, I know.
You live and you learn.
Yep, absolutely. Well, right on, y'all.
All right, guys.
Well, I had a
tell
great time,
YouTube
dude.
bye.
Thanks for having
y'all
us.
hang out for a minute after we log off. Y'all hang out, but tell YouTube bye. We'll see y'all later. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.